Hello everyone! We got spark out of some kind of vault looking facility. We drilled up to the second layer and now I think we basically completed the tutorial. But to progress the story we have to go to this facility you see on the map right here. And to do that we're gonna have to blow up some walls. Good thing we have a black hole launcher or whatever this is supposed to be. But there we go. We are at the...
I don't understand. A factory the size of a city is supposed to be here. It was right here. I know it was. Where is everybody?
Alright, well, like I was gonna say before I get interrupted, we made our way to the production terminal Victor. Let's have a little look around, shall we? I'm quite interested by these things. They look like some sort of power outlet. It looks like we might be able to unlock this later. I see secrets down here. What is this? It's a fast travel. Okay, so we have teleportation point. Is this level like way bigger? That looks pretty alright. It seems like there is a bottom section to it. Actually, is that a bottom section or is that just the previous floor? Well, I'm not sure. We can scan the stairs, as well as this concrete block. Okay, well, we can take the full-on stairs. And concrete blocks. I see a bunch of things over here. What are these? Takes a while to scan, that's for sure. An assembler. So it looks like we have a copper vein over here. That is kind of high up as well. Well, on this side it looks like it's the right height. At least I imagine this is the other side of the copper vein. Yeah, it is. So I want to quickly, before we progress the story, just explore the area. Scan everything there is to scan, like these things, which are crank generators, which sounds like a more automatic way.
Alright, enough of the scenic riverside walk down memory lane.
Okay, goddammit, Sparks.
Check in at Victor, and maybe we'll get a handle on why we're looking at a postcard instead of a factory.
What was I gonna say? Right, the crank generator seems like a more automatic way, or at least a different way of generating power than these plant matters. Since it is a hand crank, I imagine it still requires some manual labor. A nice looking waterfall. But there doesn't really seem to be anything around here.
Okay, now you're going in the other direction that leads away from PT Victor. You don't think I'm asking you to look for a guy named Victor, right?
While the text is kind of funny, or the dialogue, it's really annoying that you can't just relaxively explore, you know? I can do things at my own pace, the game is kind of pushing you along. It seems like this leads to a dead end, but also some goodies. See, Spark, this is why you flippin' explore, man. Alright, so what is this? A limestone. Ooh, another one of these. Or is this the same? No, it seems to be a different one. So this is like an unbreakable rock. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what we can do about those eventually. But with that, we explored everything there is to do on this layer, so let's go to the actual facility now. That way flippin' Spark will be happy at least. We need assemblers and crank generators. We already have 5 of these. So we may as well put 2 of them in there.
This terminal is trying to reach out to 100 facilities that might not exist anymore. If we can repair it, we might be able to decipher where those facilities are located. And if we can keep that elevator moving, we might be able to save the crew. Take a look around and see if you can find anything to accelerate your excavator bit production. Doing that and fixing this PT are your only priorities right now.
It seems like there's 4 layers currently, if I'm looking at the tech tree at least. Seeing as Lima was the previous floor, and this is Victor, that has a lot of stuff to do. Then we get to X-Ray, and then to Sierra. Alright, well, let's start with trying to figure out how to make these assemblers. So, weirdly enough, I thought we would have had them already. Oh, there's a lot more than I thought there would be. Okay, we can also go sideways apparently on these skill trees. We're not even done with Lima yet. Well, at least for now, we know where we found these, the assemblers. They're consuming power, like actual power. I think we needed 2 anyway for this. Yeah, slap these in there. And repair terminal. Spreaders and kindle stem.
You'll need to make kindle vine stems for this next PT goal breaker. And that means building planters and threshers, with electricity from crank generators to support them.
Okay, the interesting thing with the planters, though, is we need to scan them.
Planters grow kindle vine, and threshers turn them into stems. You can also thresh those stems a second time to make fiber that your assemblers can turn into frames. Finally, don't get overwhelmed. If you build the machines, interact with them, and keep experimenting with new unlocks on the tech tree, good things will happen. Half the fun is figuring it out.
If the fun is figuring it out, but you never let me figure it out. Alright, well, anyway. Yeah, so we have to scan the planters in order to unlock them here. There's so much random-ass text on the screen, though. It's kind of crazy. Well, let's see what we can make with some of these.
Assembler requires electrical power.
Oh my god, man, I can figure that one out myself. It literally said I needed power. Do we not have cranks anymore? I thought we have 3 of them. Yeah, there we go. There's no, like, cables, are there? But it says floors, which is kind of interesting. So I'm guessing these are the floors that they were talking about, as this is what I have. Let's place a couple of these down.
Colosite platforms. Construct to conduct electricity between crank generators and machines.
Yes, that is so flippin' weird, though. Not gonna lie. That is, that felt really, like, out there, you know? Alright, this should work now. Alright, if we crank it. That is working. It is automatically cranking for up to 10 minutes, it looks like.
Even though you can handcraft whatever you want, assemblers will double the production of anything your portable tool makes. And we can build 1,000 assemblers, but nobody could ever build another you.
Oh, thanks, Spark. We need to make plant matter frames, which I don't think we unlocked yet in this thing. It also looks like we have finally gone into the Victor part of the tech tree, which is quite nice. Okay, I'm looking at this, right? For plant matter frames, we would have to make threshers, and then, or unlock the threshers anyway. Or then we can unlock the rest. However, we need to have a scanner for that. So I'm guessing that in order to get that, we would have to decipher some of those signals we see at the side of the screen. So we'd have to make or place an unknown number of crank generators. I guess the 3 that I had were good enough. Alright, let's see where this is. Alright, it seems to be over there, back towards the elevator.
This elevator can do more than help you get around Breaker. You can also configure the ports on it to move goods between floors. Try bringing some iron and copper up from Lima to Victor.
Okay, that's not really what I wanted to do, though. Oh man, it's up on the next floor. But we cannot get to the next floor yet. We need to drill like another 50-ish meters for that. Alright, one of the other ones we can decipher is by placing mining drills and smelters down. So I suppose we may as well start setting those things up around here. I'm actually wondering, right? But will those drills get powered by the crank generators? Because if so, that would be crazy helpful. No, they don't. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're useless here. I guess the good old plant matter comes in here. Alright, I'm also just gonna place down a bunch of drills and furnaces for now. Once we decipher the codes, or the numbers, we can move these again. It's quite a lot, though, to be fair. I ran out of copper components, too. It does seem like, though, we're gonna require a ton of copper. So I might just have to go back to that previous floor and, like, start setting up something pretty big. However, pretty sure we can unlock better drills, right? Hopefully ones that work on power. Right, I looked for the entire tech tree. I didn't see a better drill. Or at least I looked for the first lane. There are speed upgrades, though, which I suppose count for something. Actually, no, the drill's up here. But that seems to be a bit farther off. Which sadly means we're gonna need an absolute ton of the plant matter. Well, let's head back to floor number 1. I'm gonna redesign this whole bit.
Local signal deciphered. Ingress HA1976. Report to production terminal Victor for triangulation.
Do we need to go to Victor? I don't think so. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. So we don't have to be at Victor. We can also just get it here, but it looks like we're gonna need to go to still level 3, so we're really gonna have to figure out a way to get there. Alright, this seems to be going pretty damn good. We're gonna need more smelters and more space. Now the big problem probably is gonna be getting these things here. Oh, we cannot destroy these, really? That's gonna be no fun. But let's see if we can at least pull this off. So it seems like just. Alright, and also we should be able to just hook it up to the elevator. Let's bust a way through here. I'm guessing it's gonna work very similar, but I imagine also that only one specific item will fit in there. So we do have these filter versions of the inserters. Okay, it also needs power. Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
To help you manage your elevator inventories, as well as machines that produce multiple output types. You might not want to have different things spitting out to the same line or getting pulled into the same ports. Try interacting with the filter inserter to tell it exactly what you want it to move.
Alright, unlike where this is placed, I'm gonna move the crank real quick. It's only for 10 minutes though, which is such a low amount of time, man. And these have to be set to number 2? I guess that means it transfers it to Victor. We have so many ports around here, and the only thing we really transfer from this level would be copper and iron. It is kind of weird that we can't see, unless... Okay, I see. So I have to go specifically to the storage of level 2, and that is being filled up nicely with iron and copper now. The question is, can we use that for crafting, for example? Okay, we cannot use it from here, so that's good to know. We cannot use it, well, from our hands, basically. I imagine we can use the filters to take stuff out and make it go to assemblers. So we might want to grab these specific ones and replace them real quick. These require power as well, which is kind of an annoying thing. So I'm kind of glad to just place down normal ones that don't require power, because that means this crank doesn't have to be here and all this stuff should work. Right, I think I'm quite happy with this. The annoying thing is going to be the power though. But I really need more plant matter. I did see in the tech tree that we could craft it somewhere. Over here. We need 8 more of these cores though, and we can unlock that. So let's produce a couple of these. That's gonna take a long time though, because it's gonna create copper components and copper wires. Alright, but then we can have plant matter. New tech activated plant matter. Alright, how can we make that, or what can we do with that? We need plant matter fiber. Yeah, of course it would be like that, would it? Probably comes from the planter, though. Meaning we should really work on getting that. Which means we have to go to level 3. However, in order to do that, we would have to make a lot more drill bits. A total of 25, it looks like. If we go to level 2 real quick. Let's lay down a floor here. Of course, add some stairs to go down.
Stairs conduct power the same way floors do, Breaker. Might not sound like high technology, but it was.
Well... thanks, Spark. Also, walking on here might be very dangerous, I suppose. Now think about it. Alright, next up what we're gonna have to do is we have to place down an assembler to make a bunch of drill bits. Apparently we're gonna need to make 20 of them anyway. So that's what I'm planning to do. But we'll do that in the next episode. And then we'll also go to level 3. Hopefully get the planter, so we can get plant matter automatically. Or, you know, just get the bloody tier 2 drill at some point. And that way we don't have to deal with any of it. For now though, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.